My name is Thomas Delonge. I'm from California. I'm a Sagittarius. I like long walks on the beach. I grew up skateboarding, playing guitar, and I play in Angels and Airwaves, the musical art project rock band. And I'm handsome, quite devilishly so.
How's the European tour going so far?
So far, so good. It's been a lot of work packed into a couple weeks. You know, I was just saying we got about 13 shows in about 14 days, so it's pretty tough, but we're getting by, so we're good.
You're touring the latest single, Surrender. Can you give us some information on the song?
Yeah, Surrender is one of the first songs we wrote for Love Part 2. It's really about the youth of the world celebrating despite anything negative or all the atrocities that are happening in their neck of the woods. It's about finding a way to kind of look through a positive filter at your life and the world around you, no matter what the elements are. It also has this line in it that keeps saying, you know, I will not surrender, which is really makes a lot of sense with what the film is about. You know, somebody stuck in space. If you're stuck in space, I would say you just can't give up. Come back down to Earth as soon as you can. And anyways.
It's probably always the goal when you're stuck in space.
When you're in space, you just got to get back to Earth. It's just like you got to work for that goal.
What's the weirdest thing you've seen on tour?
You know, maybe not the weirdest, but the coolest thing I've seen on tour is I saw a rocket get launched into space from Florida. It was cool. Like, we all lined up on the beach. Everyone's car doors are open. You hear them counting down 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, all the way through, like, for miles and miles, coming through the radio, and then the whole sky lights up and it got launched up. It was really cool.
That was pretty cool. Well, the next part of it, have you seen anything that could match up to that, but on this tour?
On this tour, I did not see any rockets getting launched into space. I did not. I've seen my bass player naked quite a few times, but it's not quite the same.
You're supposed to be working on another movie, Poet Anderson. Can you give us any details on that?
Yeah, we actually have 2 films that we're working on, Poet Anderson and Strange Times. Strange Times will come first, but we will release some information and some interesting things with Poet Anderson at the end of this year. So eyes wide open for that.
So where are people looking for that? Is it the Facebook website?
You just follow our Facebook page. That's absolutely the best way to follow what we're doing.
You stated bands such as Radiohead and Pink Floyd have been really influential in your music with Angels and Airwaves. We're going to see any other influences?
Yeah, I think, you know, we are releasing in the next few months the film score, which is the film score evolved. It's all the music from the movie evolved into larger compositions, and I think people will hear a completely different dynamic than they've heard on any Angels and Airwaves record. I mean, for number one, there won't be any singing. You know, it'll all be instrumentals, but very you know, a lot of handmade analog synth work and different types of drum and bass. I think it'll be something that you guys will hopefully take a liking to here in Europe.
Okay, we've got a couple of questions that we put out on our Twitter and our Facebook today from fans that wanted to ask you, who said, if you were on a train and you waved at a sheep and it waved back, what would you do?
I would have to get off the train and walk up to that sheep and ask him what's on his mind. Probably hug and kiss the sheep and eventually fuck it. Sorry.
Just for a wave, so...
Well, I was just like, you asked me what I would do. I know not what I do.
Have you ever been caught short on stage?
Caught what?
Have you ever needed a loo whilst on stage and then had to do something drastic to get around it?
Needed a what?
The toilet?
Oh, the toilet.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'd run behind the curtain, take a piss. I've had to one time put my guitar down in the middle of the song and sprint to the bathroom. Thought I was not going to make it. I don't know if I ate something bad or whatever, but I thought I was melting. And then I'd run back. Yeah, I've had to do all those things. Yeah, like I've had all of those in the past 20 years, yes. The answer is yes.
Wicked. I think one was from Johnny. What inspired you to risk all initially and go for it within music?
You know, I don't know. Music's one of those things you do when you're younger, and over time, if people start watching you, you just kind of keep doing it. It wasn't like I had to quit anything. It was all I ever did, you know. I did have jobs before this. I delivered concrete and sand. It was fucking horrible. But I think the only thing I know now that I didn't know then is that you should follow your passions, you know, and you should make sure you do something you love. It's easy for me to say that now because I found myself in it, but that's all I've learned is that if you're doing something you love, you'll work harder at it and make it happen. I can promise you that.
One thing, my point of view, from when you started with Blink, so like quite a young age to sort of now the music you're making now, is it something you thought you would end up doing? The sort of, they say the storytelling and all the sort of different elements compared to...
No, I never knew that I would be involved in this ambitious of an art project where we're like getting into movies and all these different things. I never saw myself doing that. But I definitely can see why I landed here. And I'm definitely that kind of guy that's really ambitious, that kind of feels that I can do anything I put my mind to. But I didn't have this kind of confidence when I was younger, no. It just kind of comes with time. Every time you have something that works, you get a little bit more confidence each time.
Yeah. So you think that basically what you did with Blink growing up has given you the confidence to do...
Yeah, I think every small success in life will give you a little bit more ambition to do other things, and I think that's important. What's up? I'm Tom Delonge from Angels and Airwaves. You're watching Banter Zine. Chances are you're not wearing any pants. Fair enough. That's how this place should be watched. Peace be with you.